Hello everyone. Today we are once again back on the same topic of general anatomy that we have learned in the last lecture. We have basically seen about the skeletal system and we will be continuing with the appendicular skeletal, which is just a classification part of the skeletal system. So basically, let me revise once again. We have started the skeletal system and it's divided into two parts, the axial skeletal and the appendicular skeletal. In axial skeletal, we have seen that it consists of 80 bones, and the parts present here are the skull, the facial bones, the bones of the thorax region, and the bones of the spine. So these are 80 bones which are present in the axial skeletal. And we basically told that the appendicular skeletal consists of 126 bones, which totally makes the mathematical equation at 206 bones in adults. But in children's or in neonates, we can say that it consists of 306 bones or plus 306 bones. In this lecture, we will be going to see about the appendicular skeleton. So, what is appendicular skeletal? The appendicular skeletal is basically present on the lateral aspect of the body. It is away from the midline. So, let's start this. The appendicular skeletal system consists of two things, that is the girdle and second is the limb part. The girdle which is present on the upper part, it is called as the shoulder girdle. It's called as the shoulder girdle. And the arm region is called as the extremities or the upper limb. This is extremities. The upper limb basically consists of 64 bones, 64 bones. And here you can tell that the girdle region is made up of three bones, that is the clavicle, scapula, and the humerus bone. The clavicle bone is also called as the collarbone or the beauty bone because it is also present on the anterior aspect of the body, anterior aspect of the shoulder girdle. Then you have another bone, that is the scapula. Scapula is present at the posterior region and is also called as the shoulder blade. These bones are two in number. You can appreciate one on the right side and one on the left side. This is right side and this is left side. Then you have another bone, that is the humerus. Humerus is also called as the bone of upper limb. It's the bone of upper limb. These are also two in number, one at the right side and one at the left side. So here I will tell you with the help of structure. This is the midline of the body. And here you can appreciate this is the clavicle region, this is the clavicle bone, this is the scapula, this is the joint, this is called as the girdle joint, shoulder girdle, and this is the humerus bone, also called as the arm region or the brachium region. Then you have ulna radius. The ulna bone is present at the medial part of the body or the medial part of the forearm, and the radius is present at the lateral part of the forearm. These bones are also two in number. One is present at the right side and one is present at the left side. So the total calculation of the girdle bones moves as one, two, three, four, five, six bones present in the girdle region, and this two bones we can tell they are separately present in the forearm region. Now we are basically going to see the bones of hand. This is the hand region, so you can appreciate here. And now we are going to see the bones of hand. So the bones of hand are 54 in number, 54 in number. And 27 is present on the each side, 27 on the right side and 27 on the left side. The bones of hand are divided into three parts. First is the carpal bone, second is the metacarpal bone, and third is the phalanges. This carpal bone are eight in number. This carpal bone are eight in number. Then there is metacarpal bone. These are five in number. And then there is phalanges or digits. These are 14 in number. So the carpal bone, we have a trick to remember this bone. That is, she looks too pretty try to catch her. This mnemonic is not made by me. This is already present in the BD Chorose. I am just giving you a copy of it. That she looks too pretty. Try to catch her. These carpal bones are divided into two parts. That first is the proximal part and second is the distal part. So for the proximal part, you can remember she looks too pretty. It means the she refers to scaphoid bone, looks refers to lunate bone, two refers to triquetral, and pretty refers to pisiform bone. And the distal bones, we can remember it as try to catch her, which is trapezoid, trapezium, capitate, and hamate. That's all about the carpal bones. Now, metacarpal bones. Metacarpal bones are present five in number. So you can take the thumb as a reference point here. You will count this thumb metacarpal bone as one, then two, three, four, five. These are the five metacarpal bones. Apart from these metacarpal bones, we have 14 digits, which are also called as phalanges. So in every finger, you have three digits, which is the distal, middle, and proximal. But in the thumb region, you have only two digits and one metacarpal, that is the distal phalange and the proximal phalange. And this is the metacarpal region. After that, we'll be moving on to the original picture. Here you can appreciate with the help of the original diagram that this is all the bones. This is the capitate, this is the trapezoid, this is the trapezium, and this pisiform bone, triquetral, lunate, scaphoid, everything. Here you can see. After that, let's move on to the appendicular skeletal of the pelvic girdle and lower limb. Here, lower limb consists of hip bone and the bones which are present below, that is the femur, patella, tibia, fibula. So the hip bone is present on both sides. It gets calculated two in number, which is one present on the right side and one on the left side. Then there is femur bone, which gets attached to this hip bone with the hip present of hip joint, which is a ball and socket type of joint. So here the femur gets attached. This is also divided into. This is not divided into two parts, but it is present two in number. That is, one is at the right side and one is at the left side. This bone is present in the thigh region, and it's also called as the longest bone of the body, and is helped in the determination of height. Means you can directly say that if a person has long femur, the height of the person is more. It is directly proportional. Then these bones, which you can see, this is round in shape. You can tell this is the patella bone. The patella bone. This is also called as the kneecap and is joined with the help of hinge joint to the femur bone and the tibia fibula. Then tibia. This is also two in number, and tibia is the medial bone of the leg. Fibula is the lateral bone of the leg. So this is all about the appendicular. It is not all about the appendicular, but it is the pelvic girdle present here. And after that, let's see what are the bones of foot. We can say let's see the bones of foot. So the foot consists of three types of bones, that is tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges. So here in the tarsal region, you can see tarsal is present of seven bones, metatarsal present of five bones, and phalanges as the upper part. It is 14 in number. So tarsals, you can see this is the talus bone. This is talus. Here we have seven bones. First is talus. Second is calcareum. This is the calcareum bone. Below the talus bone, you can see. This is also called as the heel bone. And here in the upper part, you can see this is the navicular. Navicular. And we have three bones here. This is cuneiform bone, cuneiform medial bone, cuneiform intermediate, and cuneiform lateral bone. These are three in number. And we have another bone that is this cuboid. So this total makes the seven bones. I will repeat the names once for you. First is the talus, then is the calcaneum, then navicular, cuneiform, and cuboid. These are just five names you should be remembering, so there is no mnemonic needed. Talus, calcaneum, navicular, cuneiformus, and cuboid. In cuneiformus, you can say that it is divided into three parts, that is the medial, intermediate, and lateral. That's it. So that there are 14 metatarsals and 5 metatarsals and 14 phalanges as per given in the diagram. So here is the final calculation that I am giving you, that the appendicular skeletal is made up of 126 bones, where the 64 bones are present in the upper limb and the pectoral girdle, and the bones in the lower limb and the pelvic girdle are 62 in number. So it makes the total count 128. And that's it for today's lecture. Further, we will be going to see the classification of bone in the next lecture. See you there.